Yeah, in this today's session, we'll learn about the permission types and its protection levels. In Android, if you want to write any application with respect to location or with respect to Wi-Fi or with respect to some reading the content of the data or SD card, we need to declare some permission and manifest. Such a way, these permissions, all the permissions are not normal, or I can say like for security reasons, some permissions will be dangerous. So the Android was divided these permissions into the four types. One is normal permissions, and second one is dangerous. Third one is signature, and fourth one is signature or system. So when you uh, go with normal permissions are nothing but the permissions are considered safe and does not possess any signature risk to user privacy. That means if these permissions are given to any application, this is not any risk for its privacy. For example, put the contacts or some basic information of their photos or videos or any storage. So these cannot be this cannot be fall under the normal permissions. So normal permission is nothing but for example, if a user want to read the internet permissions or network states or some what I can say like some proximity sensors or vibrations. So these all permissions will be fall under the normal permission. Same way, if you go with dangerous permissions are nothing but this involves the sensitive user data this involves the access to sensitive user data. For example, if these permissions was given to the user, so the system may be at a risk that someone can easily load your data from your PC. So this affects your user privacy of operation of user privacy. These permissions has to be thoroughly checked before giving the permissions. So there are, for example, some permissions respect to the read contacts or write some data into the external storage or access the find location like GPS and all. So these permissions will be under the dangerous permissions. Same way, we have one more thing called signature permissions. This is nothing but if there is a two apps in the two apps, if you're trying to access some data from one application to another application, so these two applications has to be having the same signature of user. So for example, there is a concept called signature certification for an application. So if a person or a developer created an application, they will have their own user certification. So the other app also has to be the same certification. Then only we can then only the user can able to actually read the information from one application to another application. So some of the permissions will fall under this read sync settings, write sync settings. These will be under these signature permissions. So these are also risky, but so only it won't grant the permissions if the application was trying to access from one system to another system, another application. Sorry. And last thing, but signature or system permissions. It is nothing but if an user was creating an application and that application certificate has to be declared uh, in the another system image. So, for example, if there is a read phone state settings, so these settings will be under the signature or system settings. So, at last, in summary, there was four, as I said already, there are four permissions. One is normal, second is dangerous, third signature, fourth signature system. So normally nothing but automatically granted without any user interaction. That means user don't want to do any manual work to access give the permissions to the application. So these will be fall under the normal application, normal permissions. And there is a dangerous permission required explicit user consent. So user has to be check and give the permissions to the application. Next one, signature. This will be granted based on the app signature from one signature, one application, another application. Then for last one is signature or system. So these were granted to app signed with the same certification or system app. System app is nothing but a app which was loaded into the our Android OS. So if it is system application, we can make it as a boot application. Like you can start our application at start itself. So um, that's it. And we'll go with an example. Uh, just give me a minute. Now, in this example, we will learn about system permissions. This example, we learn about how to give the permissions to application in runtime. So before that, I'll just create a value variables which I'll request core permissions to 1001, and then we'll create an array of location array of permissions what we need. Then we need to enable in runtime. So private with quiet permissions is equal to array of, we can take android dot x dot minus beast. So it will be under android, sort of like this android. Then we one more permission request regarding the storage. We'll take read external storage. So, so in this app, we are going to request two permissions when runtime. Two permissions are access find location, read storage. So before going to application, we will create a method to check uh, do we have permission before itself. So we will take method function uh, check since already available. So it will return boolean if all are available. So here we will return to required permissions dot all. Inside that we will give the context. Next, context compact dot check self permissions of context comma current package. So, yeah, we are checking that whether we have these all permissions in our application. If not, then we will request for the permission. So now we'll check for the permission. So we'll check and now we'll check the permission and or you can say check and request permission. So in this, we're not going to return anything. What we'll do is first we'll check if we have checking permissions already available. If we have permissions, process with our if not, we will request permissions like activity permissions. Permissions. So what we will do, we will override the function with this activity sign this permission result. See our request for permissions and granted say committers. Now, what we like here you can see we have this request permission set. So this will send this request permission will send all the requests to this permission result. Permission result. So what we do like here is request for request for permissions. Now instead of check granted result is not empty. If all the permissions are granted, we will just process it. Grant result dot all and result dot all. So we'll ask to give the permissions for all the uh, permission what we got. So I think that permission manager permission what is package sorry package manager sorry package main permission grant checking if all the permissions are granted then we will process our normal functionality UI scripts else I'll just post a thirst make text this. Oh, is on this toast dot club. Now let's run this code. We'll see what we'll get. Okay, sorry, I forgot to add the permissions in the manner list. The permissions that for find location what we given already there. So there is a permission. And we have the read external storage. So these two we're going to request. So permissions. We must request both this. So we need to request these two also. So add access coverage location, course location, and we'll add access find location. Already added. Run again. Let's run our application. So we'll see. You can see now in application we have asked for the location. So it was asking, this application was asking about the access for device location and also the external storage. So now it was given access. Now we'll counter check whether um, this permissions was already given in the permission tab. We can see now there are two permissions was already given from the in the runtime.